Have you ever held a small coin in your hand and wondered what secrets it hides? These two Italian coins, the 50 lire from 1975 and the 100 lire from 1976, may look simple, but they tell a story far greater than their size. One shows a powerful blacksmith striking metal with pure strength, while the other reveals the goddess Minerva reaching for an olive branch, wisdom guiding peace. Together, they represent Italy's post-war rebirth, a nation forging its destiny with courage, art, and intelligence. In the United States or the United Kingdom, we often see coins as just money, but these Italian masterpieces are symbols of human resilience and timeless beauty. Each curve, each detail, is a reflection of Italy's soul, strength in the 50 lire, wisdom in the 100 lire. And today, we're going to uncover how these two tiny pieces of steel became icons of history, admired by collectors and dreamers all around the world. Did you know that the small, silver-colored 50 lire coin from Italy, dated 1975, hides a powerful story of art, industry, and national identity? When most people look at this coin, they just see a piece of metal, but in reality, it represents an entire chapter of Italy's economic rebirth after World War II. The figure you see on the reverse, a strong blacksmith striking an anvil, is not just an image. It's a symbol of human strength, resilience, and craftsmanship. This Italian 50 lire coin was not made of silver, but of stainless steel, a material chosen to reflect the modern, industrial Italy that was emerging in the mid-20th century. While the year 1975 may seem ordinary, each of these coins carries a glimpse into Italy's journey toward progress, uniting classical artistry with modern innovation. The 50 lire coin was first introduced in 1954, a time when Italy was rebuilding its economy and identity after years of struggle. Designed by Giuseppe Romagnoli, a talented sculptor and engraver, the coin was part of a broader series that combined beauty and practicality. Romagnoli's design of the blacksmith, inspired by ancient Roman and Greek themes, connects Italy's industrial power with its classical heritage. When you hold a 1975 50 lire coin, you're not just holding currency, you're holding a piece of Italy's transformation from war-torn ruins to one of Europe's strongest economies. The obverse side of the coin features the head of a woman, symbolizing Italy herself, while the reverse showcases the muscular figure at work, reminding citizens of the dignity and power of labor. The 1975 edition of the 50 lire coin was produced by the Istituto Poligrafico e Zecca dello Stato, Italy's official mint in Rome. Millions of these coins were struck, making them common in circulation, but still highly collectible for their design and meaning. The mint mark below the blacksmith's foot indicates it was made in Rome. What's fascinating about this coin is how it bridges Italy's artistic past with its industrial present, combining ancient mythology with modern steel. Even though it wasn't made from precious metal, the craftsmanship and symbolism make it a masterpiece in miniature form. Collectors around the world, especially in the United States and the United Kingdom, admire it as a classic example of post-war European coin design. By 1975, Italy had already adopted the lira as its national currency for over a century. The L.50 marking on the coin represents 50 lire, a small denomination, but one that played an important role in everyday life. Back in the mid-1970s, 50 lire could buy you a newspaper, a small coffee, or even a local bus ride in Rome. For ordinary Italians, these coins were a daily companion, jingling in pockets, passing through markets, and connecting millions of people through trade and trust. What makes this coin particularly nostalgic is that it represents a time before the euro, a time when each nation's currency carried its own unique character, story, and soul. The image of the blacksmith was not chosen randomly. It symbolizes Italy's post-war labor class, the men and women who rebuilt the nation through sweat, skill, and determination. The blacksmith's raised hammer shows motion, effort, and hope, while the anvil represents industry and productivity. Together, they tell a story of human effort shaping destiny, much like Italy itself shaping its future during the 20th century. This strong and idealized figure also reflects Italy's deep respect for artisanship, a value that still defines Italian culture, from luxury cars to handmade fashion. It's this connection between art and work that makes the 50 lire coin an icon of Italian pride. The metal composition of the 1975 50 lire coin also carries meaning. Made from agmonitol, a special stainless steel alloy, the coin was resistant to corrosion and wear, symbolizing durability and strength. Italy chose this material to reflect its modernization and industrial progress. Unlike many coins of that time that used bronze or copper, agmonitol gave the 50 lire a modern, futuristic look and feel. Its silver-gray tone mirrored the machines, tools, and engines that powered Italy's post-war economy. When Americans or Britons today look at this coin, they often see it as a representation of Italian ingenuity and resilience, something both nations deeply respect. In the world of numismatics, or coin collecting, the 1975 Italian 50 lire is a common coin in terms of mintage, but its design and symbolism make it a fascinating collectible. It's not rare in terms of quantity, but it's rich in meaning. Collectors in the US and UK often buy this coin as part of sets showcasing European history before the euro. The value of a circulated 1975 coin may be small, around $1 or $2, but in uncirculated or proof condition, it can be worth several times more. However, the real value lies in its artistry, its message, and its role in Italy's cultural story. Many enthusiasts keep it as a reminder of a time when coins were designed not just to spend, but to inspire. Another interesting aspect of this coin is its size and feel. Measuring 24.8 millimeters in diameter and weighing 6.25 grams, it fits comfortably in the hand, yet feels solid, just like the idea it represents. When you flip it, you see the fine detailing of the hammer, muscles, and anvil, all sculpted with precision rarely found in modern coins. Unlike today's digitally designed currency, this coin was hand-engraved, giving it a personal touch that connects art to history. It's easy to imagine millions of Italians, from factory workers to students, using this very coin in their everyday transactions, unknowingly participating in a larger national story. For many people in the United States and the United Kingdom, coins like the 1975 50 lire have become symbols of travel and nostalgia. Tourists visiting Italy during the 1970s and 1980s often brought these coins home as souvenirs, tucking them into drawers or albums as memories of the Dolce Vita era, when Italy was full of charm, energy, and art. Today, when these coins resurface in collections or flea markets, they bring back a sense of romance and history. They remind us that money, beyond its economic function, carries emotional value, connecting generations, cultures, and memories across time. The 1975 50 lire coin ultimately stands as more than just currency. It's a miniature sculpture, a time capsule, and a storyteller. From its classical design to its industrial metal, it perfectly captures Italy's spirit during a period of rebirth and creativity. It celebrates the dignity of work, the beauty of craftsmanship, and the unity of tradition and progress. Whether you're an American collector exploring world coins or a British traveler with a passion for European history, this small Italian coin invites you to hold a piece of the past, one that continues to shine, just like the steel it's made from, through the decades. The next Italian 100 lire coin from 1976 might just look like another old piece of metal, but in reality, it's a masterpiece that tells a story of wisdom, peace, and rebirth. When you hold this coin in your hand, you're holding a symbol of Italy's pride, history, and artistic soul. The elegant figure standing beside the olive tree isn't just a design. It's a powerful message from the past. This is Minerva, the ancient Roman goddess of wisdom, knowledge, and war strategy. She represents intelligence and strength, the perfect embodiment of the Italian spirit during the 20th century. The year 1976 was a time when Italy was growing industrially, yet still deeply connected to its classical roots. This small coin captures that balance, progress wrapped in tradition, strength wrapped in beauty. The 100 lire coin was first introduced in 1955, part of Italy's effort to modernize its post-war currency system. Designed by Giuseppe Romagnoli, one of Italy's most respected engravers, it replaced older, bulkier coins with something modern yet meaningful. The design featuring Minerva and the olive tree wasn't chosen randomly. It carried deep symbolism. The olive tree, an ancient symbol of peace and prosperity, stands tall as Minerva reaches toward it. Together, they represent wisdom guiding peace. a message Italy wanted to share with the world during a time when Europe was still healing from war. By 1976, this coin had already become an everyday item in Italian pockets, yet its artistry was far from ordinary. Even Americans and Britons visiting Italy in that era often kept one as a token of its timeless design and cultural charm. The coin was minted in agmonitol, a special stainless steel alloy used by Italy to reflect strength and endurance. It measures 27.8 millimeters in diameter and weighs 8 grams, making it both durable and elegant. Unlike precious metal coins, the 100 lire wasn't made to shine in wealth. It was made to last through decades of daily use. The reflective steel surface gives it a sleek, modern appearance that stood out in the mid-20th century. Italy was famous for its innovation in design, whether in fashion, automobiles, or architecture, and even its coins reflected that creative spirit. For collectors in the US or UK today, this coin feels like holding a piece of that Italian ingenuity that defined a generation. What makes the 1976 edition special is not rarity, but history. The 1970s were a transformative decade for Italy, a time of political changes, industrial growth, and cultural evolution. The country was becoming a bridge between the old and the new, between art and technology. The 100 lire coin captured that transformation beautifully. While many countries were simplifying their coin designs to save costs, Italy stayed true to artistry. The presence of Minerva, a goddess of intellect, reminded citizens of the importance of knowledge, education, and thoughtful progress. This message resonates deeply even today, especially for audiences in the US and UK, where history and innovation often walk hand in hand. On the obverse side of the coin, you'll find the head of Italia, the female personification of the nation, wearing a laurel wreath, a symbol of victory and honor dating back to Roman times. Her serene expression and classical beauty are reminiscent of Renaissance sculpture, which Italy is world famous for. This wasn't just a design, it was an artistic statement. Every detail, from the folds of Minerva's robe to the leaves of the olive tree, was carved with precision and purpose. It showed that even a simple coin could be a canvas for national pride. Holding this coin feels almost like touching a small piece of Michelangelo's legacy, an everyday artwork that connects the modern Italian worker to the grandeur of Rome's past. By 1976, the 100 lire coin was one of the most circulated denominations in Italy. It was commonly used for bus fares, groceries, and small daily purchases. For tourists from the United States and the United Kingdom visiting Rome, Venice, or Florence, these coins were part of their travel memories, shiny souvenirs that carried the sound of Italian life. The clinking of these coins in pockets and cafes was part of Italy's soundtrack during the economic miracle years. Even though each coin had a small face value, together they moved an entire nation's economy, supporting trade, art, and community. For collectors today, that sound still echoes through time. The R mark below the olive tree stands for Rome, where the Istituto Poligrafico e Zecca dello Stato, the Italian mint, produced these coins with unmatched craftsmanship. Each coin was struck with precision, ensuring consistency in design and durability. Despite being mass-produced, the 100 lire maintained artistic integrity, something rarely seen in modern currency. It was both a practical object and a piece of national storytelling. That's why collectors in America and Britain often describe it as one of the most elegant European coins of the 20th century. Proof that beauty doesn't always need to be rare or expensive. In numismatics, the 1976 100 lire coin holds a special place. It's not extremely valuable in terms of money. Most circulated pieces are worth around $1 to $3 today, but its cultural and artistic value is priceless. Uncirculated or proof versions can fetch higher prices, especially among collectors who admire mid-century European design. More importantly, it represents a nation's journey through art, culture, and resilience. It's a coin that speaks of Italy's ability to blend mythology with modernity, something that continues to fascinate Western collectors who value both aesthetics and story. Over the years, the 100 lire remained in circulation until the introduction of the euro in 2002. For nearly 5 decades, it witnessed the lives of millions, from farmers and factory workers to students and tourists. Each scratch, each mark, tells a silent story of Italy's people. When you find a 1976 coin today, it's not just a collectible. It's a time capsule that connects us to an era of passion, creativity, and national rebirth. It's incredible to think that a coin made from simple steel could carry so much emotion and history in its cool, metallic form. In the end, the 1976 Italian 100 lire coin is far more than just currency. It's a symbol of peace, wisdom, and endurance. Minerva's calm gaze, the olive tree's gentle branches, and the steel's enduring shine together form a story that transcends borders and generations. Whether you're in London, New York, or Rome, this coin reminds you that true value lies not in gold or silver, but in meaning, memory, and art. It stands as a quiet masterpiece of the modern age, a coin that speaks the universal language of beauty, culture, and human progress.